Hello and welcome. We're on another coffee tasting, so welcome along. So if you're here for coffee tasting, you're on the right channel, there's no doubt about it. Great to have you here. Sitting outside. Now, it's a good thing we're sitting outside, and as you can tell from the map at the beginning, we're just off Oxford Street. So we don't want to go on Oxford Street because, to be quite honest, on Oxford Street you've got department stores and you've got the big chains of, well, what can I describe as crappy coffee. But how good is Flocafe going to be? So it's literally just off Oxford Street, round by Bond Street. Probably the way to describe it is, if you've watched our other channel and you've watched our Christmas video, South Moulton Street, which is where we're on, is the one that normally has the big purple arches that sort of shine lovely when it rains, and so it sort of goes. We've got some beautiful pictures. So if you're a long time watcher, you'll remember that from there. So we thought we'd come down here because I'm trying to find places that are off the main places. So if you're in places like Oxford Street, you're shopping, etc., then you can come down here, come and grab your coffee, but also try and get a decent one. So the purpose of doing the channel, just in case you're a new watcher, is once again we're looking for good independent coffee places in London, so you don't have to go to your Pretz, which basically tastes like hot water, or your Starbucks or your Costa coffees, etc., etc. We'll find the ones for you. So if you're going to want to take a break from whatever you're doing when you're in London, these are the places hopefully to come to, and we're doing a good old coffee tasting on it. So don't forget, we're scoring each one out of 25. And I thought I'd quickly take a dive in here today. Now, I'm really pleased I have, because I came up to London to come to do some filming, hit Bond Street Station, only to find that it's been absolutely throwing it down, which, funny enough, it hasn't in the rest of London, which is just flipping typical. So came in here, found this as a coffee shop, walked in, and the music was absolutely pumping. So it's a good thing I'm not filming inside, which is another reason for filming outside. And whilst I'm sitting out here, actually, the weather is changing. Can you notice that? It's getting brighter. Right, let's give you a quick view, because one of the things I now want to also incorporate into this is give you a view of where I'm sitting. So the sort of view I've got is down South Moulton Street. So if you go down that way, that leads into Mayfair, into New Bond Street, etc. That leads that way. As you can tell, lots of building and lots of going on up here. And then as you sort of swing round, you've got Oxford Street down there. See, look, blue sky. But the reason I'm sitting outside is because you're undercover there. So you've got blue sky down that way as well. So, I could be filming very, very shortly, which is good. So, but always good to start off with a coffee. So I've got a coffee, black Americano as normal. Just as a reminder, I have a black Americano, so I can, well, basically that's the way I like my coffee, which is rather handy, because then I get a full tasting of what we've actually got, which is good. But of course, everyone has their coffee in their own way. Everyone has their own different tastes, their own different way they take it in, which is why it's always fascinating doing coffee tasting together, because how I perceive it will be completely different to how someone else perceives it. So always good to watch for that one as well. We've got a coffee tasting coming up soon with some people coming over from the US and also from Canada as well. But more about that at the end of the video, where I'll tell you more about how you can get in touch if you are coming to London. Right, as you can see, we've got a black Americano, which we're going to start in a minute. And we've also got a chocolate cookie as well. That has set me back £6.50. A couple of bits for the cafe. The two ladies serving in the cafe, very abrupt, having a big conversation with themselves in their own language. I'm not sure which language it is, but I certainly seem to be an inconvenience. So customer experience is not the best of. And one of the things that's now starting to niggle me now, it's not just this coffee shop, but it's lots of different places that I go to, is they put their stuff into the till and then they just hold out the card machine for you to put your card against without actually telling you what the price is. And it's not until it comes up on my Google Pay, because I normally pay by phone, paid by Google Pay, that it actually comes up and tells you how much it is. So if you're watching this, people in customer experience, do for God's sake tell me how much it is, because I would like to know before I'm actually paying it. At least then I've got an option to say, no, that's far too expensive. And actually, as we're on the brink of Mayfair, who knows how much it may have been. Now, £6.50 for a cup of coffee and a cookie, not too bad. All right, that's not too bad at all. But at least tell me. I think it's just good practice. Right, I've realised we're 4.5 minutes in, we've got an alarm going off. That's what I love about this. It's time to get on with the coffee tasting. Right, now, that crema that we had on top, let's just quickly show you. That's gone, that's disappeared. So whether it was there for design or it's just disappeared because of the wind and the coldness, Lord alone knows. So, right, let's do the coffee tasting now. Right, let's go for the aroma. Now, this is going to be fun because there's a bit of a breeze going. I think I might have to go downwind on that one. And someone's vaping by the side as well, so it's also going to help. Right. That is one I'm having difficulty in finding. I can smell a bit of fruit in here actually, which is good. But I'm really having to work for it, so I think off the bat we're going to go for a 3 on the aroma on that one, right off the score, because it's one I'm really having to work for. There is a slight smell of fruit in the coffee, which is good. Right, shall we go for it? Okay. I really don't know what we're going to get here. It's going to be quite interesting. Anyway, right, let's go for the acidity next. Right. Al, Paula, Lily the North, you guys are always watching for the facial reactions, which is always quite hilarious. So, guys, have a guess what the acidity is like. Oh. Want to pop into Far Show. Coffee fuser. This is, yeah, hang on. Right, that was quite an initial bite, to say the least. So, acidity, yeah, is definitely there. That was quite an assault on the tongue to start with, quite acidic, and then sort of calms down. And I think the more you have it, the better. Oh, isn't it lovely now? Sun's coming out. Oh, pick right. Okay. Acidity-wise, yeah, that sort of blows your socks off to start with, and then comes back and sort of redeems itself. So a very interesting one, but not overly pleasant to kick off with. Very acidic, very sort of bitter, I would actually say, as far as that's concerned. I'm going to give that a 2. So we've got 3 for aroma, 2 for acidity. Sweetness? Yeah, I found some sweetness. I'm going to go for a 3. That's a sort of middle of the road there. A little bit of sweetness. Not unpleasant, don't get me wrong. But yeah, we'll go for a middle of the road at 3 on that one. So where are we? 8. This is more from my... Because I realised when I was editing a video not long ago, I completely screwed up the scoring by 1, so apologies. So we're on 8 so far. Right, let's go for the body of that. Yeah, cookie's still there, so it's not... There you go. Right, where have we got for the body? It's hanging, there's no doubt about it. You've got the crema from before, which is also there. It's sort of hanging, but it's not hanging much. So I'll tell you what, we'll give that a 3 on that one. And the finish, right, this is an interesting one, because this is definitely not a coffee I'd rush back to. And Flocafe. Yeah, I'm just gonna, it's right bang in the middle. They are, and their siren's the alarm again. Alarm for the coffee. Whoop, 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 whoop. Maybe don't do it. So it was 11, yeah, we're on 11. I'm going to give that no more than a 3 on that one. It's a pretty, that gives us 14. All right, so that's what I would call a mere coffee. Now, if you compare that to the chains, it's going to be a lot better than the chains, all right? And of course, it's off the high streets. You've got the department stores here at Oxford Street. So it's not the world's most disastrous coffee, but it's just very meh. So from my calculations, I'll make that 14. We'll check out in the edit, and if I got it wrong, I'll put it at the bottom there. But yeah, that's definitely a 14 out of 25 as far as that coffee is concerned. So it's a bit on that one. So anyway, Flocafe, South Moulton Street, leading into Mayfair off Oxford Street. There you go, gives you a bit of an option there. Right, a couple of bits for you. So Number one, if you want to support the channel, there's a QR code at the end. You can buy us a coffee and we'll give you a shout out. But even more importantly, if you're coming to London this lovely summer and I don't know about it, do let me know. Let's see if we can get our diaries to coordinate, because it'd be amazing to do a coffee tasting with you here in London. And hopefully we'll find a decent one that we can do a coffee tasting. And actually we've got a really good one that I did with Al and Paula not long ago, and Sam as well, where actually the coffee was... looking forward to bringing you that one, and it just goes to show the different sorts of tastes and the different sorts of feels that we have when we're having coffee. So from the 14 here, let's just quickly try and see if the cookie sort of redeems itself. God, that's quite a strong wind, but I'm really pleased it's cleared up, which basically means I can now go filming for the channel. And who knows, maybe have another coffee later today and hopefully redeem itself there. Anyway, Jockey Bicky, there you go, nice, double chocolate. That's nice. Nice chunky chips. That is much better. I thought it was, not sure. Anyway, maybe it's my taste buds today. Anyway, let's give you a quick view again down South Moulton Street, where the sun is out. It's shining beautifully on the ground. And then down towards Oxford Street. But actually, that's probably more the view, even with the scaffolding. And the lovely clouds in the sky. Excellent. So, now, if you're going to come and you're going to have a coffee, and you're coming here, Street, and you're in this part of Oxford Street, I've got a better recommendation. It's called H.R. Harris, and it's on this side of Oxford Street, off it, just further down, and it's almost opposite Selfridges. It's down that way, down South Audley Street, that's it, just trying to remember the name. So it's H.R. Harris. We scored that 24 out of 25, and you can see my coffee experience there, and that is in the top right hand corner. And if you're coming to this area, definitely go down there. All right, excellent. I'd say it's our secret, but it's not, because it's on the channel, but not enough people go there, and it's a fantastic place for a coffee. And in fact, if I had people up here and I'm showing people around London, that is where I would automatically head if I wasn't doing a coffee tasting, because that has got phenomenal coffee. So go try that one, and I'll leave you with the video up in the top right hand corner. Thanks for watching, guys. I shall probably finish this one off because it's a meh coffee. It's not that awful, but it's a sort of what I would call meh. Anyway, take care. Catch you. Thanks for watching. Bye.